Welcome back to AGSkies2. I'm AGSkies2, and this is a mod pack assembled by Jaded Cat. I am playing with some friends. We have self-called our group, the Jawa Army. Unfortunately, they're not on right now. This is kind of an in-between episode. I'm doing a little bit of sound mic, video testing, all that above. And in doing so, I figured, well, I'll come in, do some gathering resources, do some of the stuff that's like in between episodes. We try to gather up some resources and do a few of the small stuff that isn't the most fun to watch on camera for all of us between episodes. See, it's raining a lot. I like the rain. I have my video turned down. I have my sound turned down, so hopefully it's not like overly powering the video. But I actually do like the rain. Anyways, where I left off, I was talking about these amazing crops. Those aren't grown though, because I just planted them. So part of this mod was this AgriCraft mod. And the AgriCraft mod has the ability to have better seeds in it, which I explained in my last episode, exactly the quality behind the seeds. So now I'm just trying to get better seeds, and better seeds planted. So these are all 111s. I really don't know what we're going to do with all those in here. I mean, I can use seeds I can use them actually for my my own use over here. I've been playing around with the Botania mod, which is another one of the growing mods in here, which the best way to explain Botania is plants equal magic, or flowers equal magic. All these are what I've been playing around there. So they all harvest, give different types of petals. Those petals can be used for... Oop, did I just jump on? Okay. The petals can be used in that thing over there. Petal cauldron, something like that. Petal apothecary. And you can make different things out of them, which, to derail away from my completely other side of the thing, or the other side of the map, you make things like this. And these gather energy and passed on to here, and that passes on to here, and yeah. Day blooms get mana during the day. It's not happening. Night blooms get mana during the night. I think that should be happening. Let's see. There's a device. It's kind of like the monitoring tool for this mod, though the mod is particularly designed not to have the stats. Oh, see, there you go. It says it's firing, or it shows it's firing into this. It doesn't seem to have a lot of mana in it. How much mana does this have in it? That has mana. The nightshades don't seem to be gaining any energy here. Might be partially because it's not night. Like, I have too much daylight here. These little blocks, if you don't know what they are colored glowstone. One of the first nights in the game, we got a reward. That was a bunch of different types of colored glowstone. And what we ended up doing was we took that colored glowstone and we took a saw from, I think it's part of the open blocks. It makes the micro blocks basically. We made colored glowstone nooks. If you look, 255 nooks still left. That was from one part of 1/16 of that colored glowstone. We have this many more. And the nice thing about colored glowstone nooks, or any glowstone nook, is that when you cut them down and you place them around, they still give us the same amount of light off as regular glowstone. So it's kind of a cheap way to have light. And cheap is maybe possibly cheating. I don't know. The light it gives is bright enough. I mean, it's bright as regular glowstone. The other thing that is neat with it is that it is a cape. Oh, that one just gave out a whole bunch. See that fired? See, when you have the tool in your hand, you can see what it's aiming at. But if you don't have the tool in it and you see the line, that means it just fired a burst. So this should be more full than it was before. Okay. Anyways, the mod pack. There's a mod pack in this mod pack. There is a mod called, I think, Custom NPCs or something like that. And that mod I think that's the mod that does it. There might be a different mod that does it, but generally what happens is if a creature spawns, they can walk around and rip up torches. So if you get a monster that spawns, they'll walk around and they'll start ripping up your torches if they don't see you. And of course, as they destroy torches, more monsters can spawn, not mobsters. It'd be kind of funny one mobster mod. But as they walk around, they will rip up your light torches and make your world generally more habitable for them than you. So that's another reason why the little glowstone nooks are nice. If we did not get that as a reward, we would have had to build lots of torches, and we could have lost them at some point should, monsters have spawned. We did get a monster spawn once. It was kind of actually my fault. I was building up this platform, and way, way over here, I ran out of wood fences for the platforms I was building, and I didn't have a light source, so I ran all the way back to grab wood fences. By the time I came back, a monster had spawned there as a witch, and had been walking out over here. That unfortunately happened between episodes, though, so we missed getting all the fun and panic on video. Like I said, we'd mostly try to do some building and gathering between episodes, so that is why that happened there. And I'm the worst person ever for trying to focus on things, too. Like, you'll see, oh, what did I do? Oh, I started over on, in the wheat. Then I moved over here. Oh, actually, no. Then I moved over to the Botania. Then I moved over here. The reason why I moved over here, though, is that these trees have been kind of getting on my OCD. I went through and had a good idea of taking shears to all the leaves and making them look worse than a collection of poodles, then left them that way. So they looked horrible. Now I'm just going to go through and finish up what I was doing, restart. Come down, start fresh. That's the way generally we try to keep the trees, is keep them in a fresh state. That way, if anyone needs something from them, there's already a bunch of the trees grown, and we can either put silkworms on the leaves and get string, or actually that's a good idea. I probably should do that at one point. Or we can, cut them down for wood or shear them for leaves. One of the big reasons why we shear for leaves is because leaves are so far the most cost benefit. Most positive cost benefit way of making dirt. If you put 8 leaves into one of these barrels, then you get enough to make dirt. And really don't have dirt creation automated yet. We have plans for it. That's actually kind of what this building is semi-designed for. We'll do tour time. Down here was our original crafting area. And up here, I don't think we've ever shown this on video yet, but this is kind of a little storage area. This is going to have some machinery in here. And then up here, we're just going to have a couple trees. Not many, just a couple. And so plant a few trees up here, put one of the automated things in here, and have the automated tree cutter feed what it does cut into here. And then collect stuff down here and use it for coal. Use wood that it makes to generate coal. And that will be self-sustained. And then I think it actually possibly can capture the saplings. Use any of the surplus saplings that aren't being replanted and use those for making dirt. It's not the most... it's not the fastest way of getting dirt, but it will definitely give us some dirt. I mean, it's better to have something automated than come out here, because our current process for making dirt is this kind of fun. You run to this, you pull up your leaves, and then you come out here and you just do a whole chain. And you see it's like, oh yeah, well, 8 done. Now it's making dirt. So it's not the funnest way of doing it. And then the other issue is that this way is better for us because we can just come in and use 16 of the leaves, and or 8 of the leaves for each one, and it seems faster. But in the long run, every time we go on one of these giant shearing sprees, we have to have shears. And there are many different types of shears in this mod, but the basic one that we're producing right now uses iron, and as much as we have the iron, it's still not something that we have surpluses and surpluses of that we'd want to, spend, on doing trees over and over and over and over and over. And you can detect the tedium in my voice there. So, the little tree farm, though, it's still kind of neat. And even if we automate, things later, we'll probably still keep the tree farm out there because the bee mod in the game with magic bees or whatever it is, the bees can be used to get custom trees or hybridized trees, and then you get different trees out of them. Not really sure how many different trees are in this one. Might just be a collection of the normal trees here, in all honesty, but I'm pretty sure there has to be some special trees, like Thaumaturg's in this, so there has to be some of the magical trees or something, and there's that one, was it Silverwood tree? The one that, you plant and it makes flowers that push back the taint from Thaumaturg. I don't really know too much about Thaumaturg. All I do know about the taint, though. Every time I play a world that Thaumaturg is loaded up into, that becomes a thing. Mostly because I'll find an entire basin area I like, and then find out 5 feet away there's a giant taint biome full of dark purple insects that want to eat you. So, back onto the first endeavor here for the day. Yes. You can see how much those haven't grown yet. One thing with these sticks, I'm still trying to figure out certain aspects of it, but supposedly if you plant these sticks, right? If you plant them just open and you leave them open, weeds will grow in them. So you want to make sure you have something in them, or you can get weeds. And I'm not actually sure, but I think that if a weed is grown in one, when it grows to full size or grows to a certain size, it has a chance of spreading to any other crops next to it. It is perfectly fine to leave dirt parts next to these. That doesn't cause any issues, but well, so far that I know of. But if you put one down and it just has nothing in it, then weeds will grow there and the weeds can spread. That third stat on these, the strength, is their resistance to being taken over by weeds. It seems like an odd dynamic, though, because unless you're trying to like plant one crop and then plant tons and tons of cross crop things along the line and let them try to grow out to learn multiple generations at a time, if you're just doing it like I'm doing, you pretty much will never have any weeds, so it's not really an issue in my opinion, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong with this mod, and I'll come back and find 80 weeds in here, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I just lost all our wheat. Pretty sure that would get everyone happy. But yeah, like you over here, mine aren't weeds. So they're still flowers. I did some experimenting with this over here, but mostly I've been trying to move over to do the wheat because I figure it's a pretty good one in between episodes just to mess around with, because it's a lot of tedious planting. Oh, I probably should get the water bucket. We got one water barrel as a reward, and we got another one as a reward. So we actually have 2 watering cans. When it comes to this mod, I actually like getting the stuff that's resource gathering more than the weapons. Like, you'll get some quests where like, oh yeah, you can get a crossbow, or you can get a, well, I don't think it's a crossbow or a watering can, but it's basically along the same nature of that. It's you can choose between something that's going to give you like some kind of combat, or you don't need to craft this because it's going to give you some kind of advantage in the short term, or you can get something that's like, yeah, this is going to require you to do crafting, but it gives you an advantage in the long term. Long term ones tend to be better in this, if you can see that they're the long term ones. Oh look at that, weeds have sprouted here. Didn't even let me finish. My theory with this is this grows faster, yes. So that's one thing. Just come in here. Notice anytime oh, weeds a sprout here. Kind of tempted to see what happens with the weeds, but I don't want to at the same time. There we go. So if you use the watering bucket, it kind of has a fertilizing type effect on things. I think that's from AgriCraft. No, that's Extra Utilities. Ooh. Okay, well, let me just grow these up a little bit more. But it's actually a pretty neat little device. I like it. It doesn't give you like some of the instantaneous results as bone meal does, and it does require some energy or uses up some hunger when you're using it. But it's not bad. It's a pretty good alternative. If you want to sit here and water crops all day, it gives you some capability to do that. But you know, we're getting there. 43 out of, you know, that little run there. That's not bad. Well, I think I had some of them before me, but so go back to our destroying phase. Now these two seeds, even though they're unidentified, they will allow you to stack. Sometimes seeds will not stack. If they're unidentified, they'll still not stack, and that's because they actually do have different traits tied to them. You run into that a lot with the bees, like the generic traits of bees, because the bees are... Oh wow, look at that. Well, let's see if I can try to trick this now, since I have 4 with the same stat. This mod's still new to me, so I don't know if this is actually going to work, but those have 7 to 10, these have 7 to 10, these have 7 to 10. So if I water everything and plant between it, and then grow between them, I think it'll actually increase the chance rate of a mutation being better. I don't know though, because I don't have the book for this mod, and this was kind of more of a thing that I started playing with only in passing because I'm interested in Botania, and the Botania uses this same dynamic, but you know, figure getting the wheat up and, you know, at least 2 being 10, 10, 10 will save us time in the long run with having to get food. I'm not really sure what our overall goal for food is, but right now the only thing that I have been indicated yet so far is that wheat is good because of toast. I know wheat can be milled down into flour, and flour can be used in various other recipes, and I think those recipes are better, but I don't see any of us really spend a lot of time doing that. I know there's automated recipes you can put in some of the crafting containers or crafting buckets or something like that, and crafting stations, and that can allow for food to be better quality. Grow seeds, cool. Seeds, good. Seeds, okay. Let's see if my theory here has worked. Oh, we've gotten 2 different types of seeds there, see? That's what I was talking about. This one's a different type of quality than this one. Which means something upgraded. That's positive. Oh, look at that. 8, 10, 7. Let's see what this one is. This one is 8, 10, 6. Well, you have been the reject seed. You are the good one. So now we go back in here, do my little weird thing that I was doing before. I want my 8, 10, 6, right? Yeah, 7, 7 is okay. We can go put this in over here. I'm gonna be... I got tricked finally to doing what I wanted to do, so that worked. I'm not sure it was a trick. I think it's supposed to do that way. But ideally, you know, I have an 8, 10, 6. I should be able to put here. You know what? Since I have a 10, I wonder if because it says it has to upgrade something every time by a mutation. Maybe the gain was chosen to be the upgrade, and then because of the way certain things are coded, it, you know, doesn't go past 10, so it just, okay, gain's gonna be the upgrade. We've upgraded by 1, and it's now done. That could be the case. So all those seeds I was getting, you know, were technically still upgrades. They were just upgrades off of something that can't be upgraded. That's my current theory. What are these seeds? Those are pretty decent ones too. 8, 10, 6. 8, 10, 6. well, we'll go back to this theory of doing the same thing. Let me find where there's some 111. There we go. You have been eliminated. Efficiency is prized. Efficiency is prized. It's the reason why I supervise, because I'm not that efficient. I walk around in circles. It's a little bit of a joke. I'll be like, I'm supervising, and then, the minute they turn their back, I go build something. Though, that's what I found out with ends up being, in life, the best supervisor. They make sure that, the people are set and doing what they need to do, and then they move off and do what they need to do. And, that tends to be the best way of getting things done. Supervisor just sits and watches you and micromanages isn't going to be very helpful. Because then they might as well just do the job themselves. There's no reason for you to get paid to do it, or for you to get paid to do it if they can do it better. Okay, well, like I said before in my other episodes, I've been trying to keep these a little short, so I'm going to wrap it up here in my random wanderings. Probably do a couple more videos for today in this whole thing, but I like to keep them a little short so that people aren't watching for half an hour. I will see you next time. Take it easy.